Hey everybody, welcome back to the best US Mint News channel on YouTube. I'm sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is September 10, 2024, and in this video, we're going to be talking about safety at coin shows, especially once you leave those coin shows. Now, this is for you if you're a dealer or if you're a retail buyer, whatever, what have you. This should be your number one concern, or at least your number one focus at all times, and that's safety, no matter where you are. Because in today's changing environment, you know what it's like out there. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's a mighty big number. Not sure exactly what the number is, but it's got to be ginormous. And also, guess what? Yeah, we're always live and never edited. Try that at home. Now, here we find ourselves at moneymetals.com. Gold's down 305 to 25.14.10. Silver down 2 pennies to 28.54. Platinum down 205 to 951.80. And palladium up 865 to 989.30. Dr. Copper's down 2 pennies. Oh, and over here, yeah, you're looking at a premium of $7.29 for the in-stock American Silver Eagle, and you will be paying $35.83 for a quantity of 1 through 39. Also, guess what? Yeah, they'll buy them back for $29.81 each, and I'm sure you could probably do better elsewhere. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Maybe you can. Who knows? It all depends on your due diligence, right? D&D. All right, here we find ourselves at coinnews.net. Title of this article is NCIC alerts dealers to organized crime threats after the coin show has ended. It doesn't really say the ended part. I added that. Now, this is by coinnews.net, dated September 9, 2024. Coin dealers across the nation have become the latest victims of organized crime. That's no good. You've seen that on TV. Yeah, lots of people doing the same thing, all working together for the same goal. Yeah, that's organized crime. So facing targeted attacks following their attendance at coin shows. That's right. That says it right there. Following their attendance at coin shows. So maybe they think you picked something up or you made some cash. They're looking at you. Considering the recent criminal activity within the past 90 days, the Numismatic Crime Information Center, that's the NCIC, is issuing a warning to coin show dealers and promoters to remain vigilant and take proactive security measures. Now, honestly, it isn't, I wouldn't say it's just dealers and promoters, but it's just anybody who is at the coin show, I would think. Yeah, that's right. Anybody at a coin show. Reports received by NCIC show a surge in brazen thefts, indicating a disturbing pattern. There it is, folks. The writing's on the wall. After dealers participating in coin shows have fallen prey to orchestrated criminal activities, NCIC has been closely tracking the recent spike in analyzing similarities in coin show related offensive that have occurred across the country. So they're looking for, looks like, similarities to see if they're all part of the same gig, right? Because they'll have the same behaviors, all right? Currently, NCIC is assisting law enforcement agencies in Illinois, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, Texas, and Tennessee. That's 6 states. So it looks like 6 states, these organized crime groups, have been identified as the perpetrators. Remarked Doug Davis, founder and president of NCIC. So, yeah, in these 6 states, and it can only get bigger, right? Everything small has to grow, and it's probably going to grow until they find out and finally get busted. Now, it says here on August 17th, that was just last month, less than a month ago now, on August 17, 2024, I don't know where I got October from, 2 dealers, that's 2, traveling home together, all right, in the same vehicle, apparently, from Tyler, Texas, coin show, stopped at a Buc-ee's Travel Center in Loxley, Alabama, and guess what? While inside, their vehicle was burglarized. Yeah, and that's a pretty busy state, stretch of interstate off I-10. That's before you go across the bridge to get into Mobile, Alabama. It's on the Pensacola side, but still, yeah, that is a very busy place. And Buc-ee's Travel Center, let's go ahead and give you an idea of what you're looking at. This is not necessarily the same one, but you get the idea of what's going on here. So it's a massive convenience store. But it's only for cars. I think you could probably bring your boat or RV there, but no semi-trucks are allowed there whatsoever. And as you can see, yeah, that's a lot of pumps. But you could also tell there's a lot of confusion here, a lot of who knows what's going on, and you got to be careful at any places like this. I mean, it's like the Disney World of gas stations. Now, let's keep on reading here. Witnesses observed 3 suspects driving a van pull up to the victim's vehicle, break out the window, and remove over $500,000 in coins and currency. Yowza, that's got to sting. And you got to make sure you're insured for that kind of loss too, right? Due to the quick response by police and an iPad located in one of the stolen bags, police were able to track the suspect's location only several miles away. Officers converged on the location, and upon arrival found the two vehicles and 3 suspects. 2 suspects fled the scene, but 1 was taken into custody. It isn't that interesting. Look, they got broken into. All right. Witnesses observed 3 suspects driving a van pull up to the victim's vehicle. But other than that, you're going to have to rely upon the fact that, that iPad was in there. All right. And the fact that there's a quick response by law enforcement officials. Other than that, you're at some place like this, they're probably back on the interstate and gonzo, and you'll never see your items ever again, regrettably. Now, it says here, preliminary investigation revealed the suspect in custody was a Colombian national, and the plates on both vehicles were stolen. Wow, that's definitely interesting behavior there. The targeted attacks have not only resulted in substantial financial losses for dealers, but have also posed significant safety risks to dealers and collectors alike. Yeah, you've been ripped off. You feel like you've been just had all your clothes ripped off. It's terrible. You feel so vulnerable. It says here, we are gravely concerned that as the perpetrator's actions become bolder and brazen, the potential for violence escalates, putting the lives of dealers and collectors in danger, said Davis. Absolutely. And that's why I'm doing this video. So if you do end up going to a coin show like this, like tomorrow, the Great American Coin and Collectibles Show starts in Tampa, September 11th through the 14th. And could you imagine them doing that, not at a Buc-ee's, but then hopping on a boat and getting into the bay to a waiting car, right? So that's, yeah, we're there, right? This is like Miami Vice. The aftermath of such incidents extends beyond mere monetary loss. Many dealers report emotional distress and a sense of vulnerability, fearing for their safety and security of their businesses. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You change. You start behaving differently. You have become a victim, so you start acting like a victim, and you playing the role of a victim. That's really what it boils down to, right? Because you changed your behavior. You have a victim mentality now, and you're going to be like, well, never again. I won't be a victim, right? So, yeah. That's a victim mentality. It's just one of those things, right? So the impact reverberates throughout the entire numismatic community, eroding trust and tarnishing the enjoyment of what is otherwise a cherished hobby and business. Gosh, do you think it's that bad, folks, where it's going to ruin the hobby completely and we're not going to have any kind of coin shops, no interaction anymore? Because I think that's one of the things that was so awesome. Remember when the pandemic was over, we had awesome times at coin shows again, right? So that's a huge loss for the community if we lose out on these coin shows because of the organized crime. Numismatic crime investigations are often complex, and NCIC reaches out to law enforcement agencies who are actively investigating these crimes and provides additional investigative resources and expertise, recognizing the need for swift action. And that's really the bottom line in law enforcement. You only have a certain amount of time, and then after that, things go cold. You have swift action to apprehend those responsible and stem the tide of criminal activity targeting corn dealers and collectors. There you go. You mentioned collectors finally. It says here, NCIC is committed to partnering with law enforcement and the numismatic industry to confront this alarming trend. Absolutely, affirmed Doug Davis. Together, we must remain vigilant and resilient in the face of these challenges, preserving the integrity of the numismatic industry. And it says here, in response to these developments, organizers of coin shows are urged to bolster security arrangements and to provide a safe environment for dealers and attendees. Additionally, coin dealers and collectors are encouraged to remain cautious and report any suspicious activity to authorities promptly. And I would say that even though tomorrow is the very, very first day of the Great American Coin and Collectibles Show, I don't necessarily know that they're going to wait until Saturday. That is a free day. They don't have to pay. They can just show up and hang out. But it could be any one of those days, right? So you got to remain vigilant. Remain vigilant right there. Now let's go here to the last article, or at least the last paragraph in this article, the numismatic community stands united in condemning these reprehensible acts and remains steadfast in its commitment to promoting the joy of numismatics while safeguarding the well-being of its members. NCIC encourages dealers and collectors to sign up for free email crime alerts, that's probably smart, to stay informed of current criminal activities, trends, and patterns within the numismatic community, industry, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, there it is. So if you're going to coin shows, please remain vigilant. And I think there's something I could probably say, which I probably shouldn't. But yeah, you know what I'm going to say. When you're there, keep your eyes peeled. Have your head on a swivel, so to speak. So I've told you about the Buc-ee's, how incredible that is. And if you have never been there, a little side note, those beaver nuggets are pretty amazing. They have all kinds of stuff in there, and it's really easy to get lost and turned around. And they have really cool t-shirts too. So I have like 7 or 8 Buc-ee's t-shirts from Texas to Florida. They're really cool, along I-10. So there it is. Let's go to those plus ones. Bam! Yeah, conformity. Now, if you want people to think you're wise, just agree with them. But remember this, where many go, no grass will grow. Yeah. There you go. You've worn out the path. It becomes a dirt path for years and years. Yeah, that's how paths are, right? Nothing grows. The soil becomes compacted. All right, let's go to the 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. This is the Grateful Dead. And I want to say this is Casey Jones driving that train. Yeah, you know the one. Casey Jones. That's the Grateful Dead, folks. Good stuff. Hope you dig it. Maybe not a whole lot of people are into the Dead. Maybe people didn't know what their music sounds like because of the band's name. Who knows? But it is a interesting band to get into. They have some really quality music, and it's not really hardcore, right? It's kind of mellow. I think that's the whole point. So, folks, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Also, guess what? Hey, could you become a member? It's $1.99 a month. It's really not that much to ask for, especially if you're one of those folks that enjoy these videos coming out every single morning, hanging out with you here. So, have a great day, everybody. Stacker out.